Today's topic on chakras and the importance of chakra awakening. Chakras are the Sanskrit word means wheels. A chakra in the body connected with the life energy. These chakras vitalize the physical body as well as the spiritual connection. In ancient time, these chakras are source of meditative visualization, combining soul and cosmic sound as mantras. There are 7 main chakras. They are body transformers to produce infinite energy, but unconscious mind only could use them very limited, just for physical functioning. Due to such limited bondage, this does not allow us to see life out of mundane perspective. To engage ourselves here just with temporary pleasure, result to forget our individuality of connection to spiritual cosmic power. Spiritual power does not mean engaging ourselves with current religion aspect. The real religion theory has completely manipulated now and lost its true essence. The real essence of religion is actually to knowing self and developing connection to cosmic infinity. The human body is a most sophisticated machine on planet. The initiation of self is a start from awakening chakras. The process is called Kundalini or Kundalini Yoga. The Kundalini means coiled snake located at the base of the spine. This Kundalini Yoga forces the power to ascend and start the process of awakening chakras gradually. This spiritual power begins with the help of nadis. The word nadi does not mean nerve. Nadi are pathway of life in the system. There are 3 basic nadis, the left name Ida, the right name Pingala and the central name Sushumna. Ida associated to lunar energy. The word Ida means comfort, possesses the cooling effect. Pingala is associated to solar energy. The word Pingala means active, possesses the warm effect. The central nadi Sushumna helps Ida and Pingala to regulate and ascend energies. Start connecting all chakras in sequence from base to top. These nadis symbolizes always with the snake shape. Once these nadis get active, the alignment of chakras begin, which is the fundamental source of supreme consciousness. Each chakra vortex is like a ball of energy, allows magnetic field to interpenetrate the physical body. The chakras are not physical, they are the aspect of consciousness. In the same way, the auras are the aspect of consciousness. Chakras interact with the physical body through 2 major vehicles, the endocrine system and the nervous system. Each of the 7 main chakras discussed here are associated with one of the 7 endocrine glands and also with the particular group of nerves called plexus. Thus, each of these chakras can be associated with particular part of the body and particular function within the body, controlled by the plexus or the endocrine gland associated with the chakra. This endocrine system is a part of body's main control mechanism. It comprises a number of ductless glands that produce the hormones, acting as chemical messengers. By adjusting the hormone level, the endocrine system works to maintain the body in optimum state. Unsurprisingly, the position of the chakras corresponds to the position of the glands in the endocrine system and have an impact on their functioning. The link between the chakras and the gland emphasizes the holistic nature of health and demonstrate that you need to maintain a balance in your emotional and mental activities, as well as your physical diet and exercise, as they are deeply interrelated. Each chakras also corresponds to one of the major glands in the body. They are the Mooladhara or root chakra is associated with the adrenal gland. The sound is Lam. Mooladhara means foundation. The chakra is the foundation of the physical and energy structure of a human being. It is very important to have a stable foundation. Only if a Mooladhara chakra is stabilized, one will experience health and well-being in life. Make yourself like a thin air and super hype your perception. The Swadhisthana or navel chakra relates to the ovaries or testicles. The sound is Vam. Swadhisthana means abode of the self. This describes of many possibilities of the healthiest life. If Mooladhara and Swadhisthana are stabilized in an individual, then health will happen from within. The Manipura or solar plexus chakra is related to the pancreas. The sound is Ram. Manipura chakras are more mobile than the other chakras. The ability to move Manipura gives you a different kind of power. It is associated with the stabilization and concretization of the self-memory. The Anahata or heart chakra belongs with the thymus. The sound is Yam. Anahata means the unstruck sound. Before going into the Anahata stage, it is essential that the person has sweetness of emotion and steadiness of the intellect. When your energies are dominant in the Anahata, you will start hearing and perceiving sound, the language of the bird, animal, earth, and the atmosphere. The Vishuddhi or throat chakra corresponds to the thyroid gland. The sound is Hum. If your Vishuddhi is active, you will filter out all the poison that enters your system. Poison not necessary in form of what you consume. A wrong thought, a wrong idea, energy, impulse can also poison you. If your energy are in Vishuddhi, you will not be impacted by whatever is happening around you. The Agna or third eye chakra has a connection to the pituitary gland. The sound is Soham or U. Agna is without any color. That is why it is related to Vairagya or quietness. When your energy moves in Agna, your perception will go beyond the normal limitations and you will see everything the way it is. If this happens without any sweetness of emotion within you, you may completely lose interest in everything. Balance of clarity and sweetness of emotion is essential before touching Agna. The Sahasrara or crown chakra is usually connected to the pineal gland, the divine third eye. The sound is Om. You cannot stay here for long. If you do, you cannot hold onto the body. When your energies are in Sahasrara, you will simply float around in ecstasy. This chakra acts as an antenna for direct knowledge of the universe consciousness. The awakening of chakras can be achieved by 7 ways. First is Bhakti or Yamas, means restraints like non-violence, truthfulness, chastity, and non-acceptance of gift. Second is Tap or Niyamas, observance like purity, contentment, austerity, study of sacred scriptures, worship and surrender to God. Third is Asana, a comfortable steady posture to attain focus of mind like Dhanurasana, Sravasana, Paschim Uttamasana, etc. Fourth is Pranayama, control of vital energies with the help of techniques like Anuloma Viloma, Surya Namaskara, etc. Fifth is Pratyahara, means withdrawal of senses pleasure. Sixth is Dharana, means concentration of mind. Seventh is Dhyana, which means meditation. After mastery on these either 7 stages, person goes to final stage called Samadhi, means completely conscious state. So conclusion says the highest consciousness has no duality. It is a common perception and the final direction to manifestation for all humankind. Everything that happens in you is same happening in this cosmic infinity also. The final stage leads to choice of individual's death and ascends to present everywhere cosmically out of any bondage. Thank you so much.